DHT. I'm the first captain on the SS Starship 3000. My mission is to see if I can survive alone in the space bubble. I've been orbiting the globe for almost 9 months, and they want to extend my stay to a full year. I agree, and they assure me I have enough food. It's all strange to me. Sometimes I go without eating, but that's my choice. They make me weigh myself every day to ensure that I'm maintaining a normal weight. They say it's crucial up here. If I don't, things could go badly for me. I'm not entirely sure, but I seem to be doing well if I try not to overeat. I have to compensate all my waste, which is an interesting experience to say the least. It does not quite bore me up here. I can only look out the window for a few minutes because it starts to give me a vertigo. I get lightheaded, but it also gives me a strange burst of energy. Despite this, I still do afterwards. I usually have to go straight to the toilet and vomit, which I then have to compost, which that's quite a sight. After all that, I get on the treadmill for a bit of exercise, then I have to strap myself into bed to stay in place. Sometimes I float off and wake up hitting my head on something. Once I flipped a switch and I saw on my panel that a hatch was starting to open. I went to investigate and found that something round like a sphere shaped. It was frozen at the time, so I decided to wait and see what might happen. As I was getting some tasks done around a small ship, I began to hear alarms going off, and there was water everywhere. I had to clean it up. After that, I sat down to look out the window again. I felt like a few minutes turned into hours, then a day or two. I lost track of time completely. When I finally checked my calendar, I realized it was December, making it my 12th month up here. I went to weigh myself, and I was immediately 120 pounds down from 190. That was not good. As I'm so weak and frail now, it takes me longer to complete normal tasks on the ship, which would have been easy if I were at normal weight. I guess I have to do things the old slow way. I had almost forgotten about that thing that was almost here with me. Let's just say I haven't seen it at all. It's been bleeding somehow again as I find myself staring out the window of space, waiting it to go by. Still in a trance, I look deeper and deeper into the void of space, turning into the left to see my reflection in the window. Seeing my eyes for the first time in a year, I realized that I hadn't looked at my own face in so long. I look so different now. Suddenly angers of rage consumed me. For a few minutes I tossed about the ship, hitting things back and forth. Then I was over it. I just sat down at the bottom of the ship, metal bent-up wires all about. When I saw a brief movement out of the corner of my eye, I quickly did a 360 turn, and there it was, floating right at me in front of me. The thing that was hiding before it showed itself, and it stared me down. Then suddenly it got within 5 inches of my face, stared me into my eyes, fell into a deep hypnotic state, floating under its control. It led me across the ship slowly towards an escape pod. At the back, there was only room for one of us. I wondered, how was this thing going to fit both of us in there? Then I noticed my skin started to turn a gooey slime gel. Then it began to merge into one, began to take over my legs and arms and chest, and absorbing all of my body except my head. As we stared into each other's eyes, I managed to press the escape button just in time, cutting off the connection and leaving the thing's head on the space station as I headed towards Earth. A few days later, my pilot landed in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and an unmarked boat greeted me and pulled up aboard and said, "Welcome to Earth. Looks like the program worked after all. We have fully merged the Project White Blob X32B X54 2025. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe.